Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sandra's Sisterhood. I'm Carrie, and this is a YouTube channel for the single, childless woman. Today, I'm going to go through an exercise to help you if you're feeling like you're stuck and really struggling to move toward some of that acceptance related to being childless, not by choice. Acceptance is not a linear path up. It is something that has peaks and valleys to it, and there are days where we feel more acceptance than others. Today, what I want to do is go through a journaling exercise to help you contemplate and think about where you can identify some meaning in your life if you struggle to do that. So, get out a pen and paper or your journal. If you would like to just listen to this video all at once, you can do that. Or if you would like to pause as we're going through it, feel free to do that as well. So the first question that I would like you to sit down and write about is, what is meaningful to you in your life? Don't think about it, just write it down. And again, don't think about punctuation. Don't think about how eloquent it is. Don't think about if somebody else is going to read it. Just start writing. What is meaningful to you? Number two, I'd like you to sit and write, why is it meaningful to you? Again, don't think much about it. Just sit down and write until you feel like you've exhausted everything that you have to say about that. That thing that you identified is meaningful to you. Now write, why is it meaningful to you? Number three, reflect back and think about, when did it become meaningful to you? Journal about that. What year was it? Where were you? Who was around you? Was it because of a certain incident that happened? Is it part of your values? Is that how you were raised? Think about all of it. When did this thing that is meaningful to you become meaningful to you? And maybe it's not a thing. Maybe it's more of a concept. Number four, does being childless make this any less meaningful to you? And then add why or why not. Again, does what you've identified as being meaningful to you, does being childless make it any less meaningful? Why or why not? And number five, what steps can you take to embrace this current meaning in your life? So you've identified what's meaningful to you. You know why it's meaningful to you. You remember the impetus of how it became meaningful to you. Does being childless make this any less meaningful? And why or why not? Why or why not? And then, to wrap up your journaling entry, what steps can you take to embrace this thing or this concept that is meaningful to you? What can you do in order to brace that into your life? So, for example, for me, what's meaningful to me is contributing, being helpful, and it's meaningful to me because it's what I like to do, right? I think it helps contribute. I've seen a gap in the space, right? Particularly as a therapist, I see a gap in the space around understanding women who are childless, not by choice. And so some of the steps that I took, because this is personal for me, is to start this YouTube channel and start my Instagram and my private practice and things like that. You may not go as big as I did initially, but you may. And it may be something that starts small, that as you continue to identify this thing and continue to think about what steps you can take, that it grows, right? We never know where life will take us. And those of us who are childless by choice know that really well. So think about this journaling exercise if you're feeling stuck. If you're feeling like the road to acceptance has been a little bumpier than you would like it to be. And let me know how it went for you in the comments. Stay tuned for more.